Good afternoon, dear students. I am Gurmeet Singh, your English teacher, and today I am going to teach you about narration. We also call it direct speech and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech. So first of all, we need to understand the actual meaning of the topic. So as we can see that the topic is divided into two parts. One is direct, indirect, means direct speech and indirect speech. So first we need to understand about the different variations of these speeches. First, direct speech. What is direct speech? Direct speech is exact words of speaker. For example, he said, I am fine. It is a full stop. So these are the exact words used by speaker or said by the speaker. We call it direct speech. Direct means exact words. And second is indirect. Indirect speech we change the exact words of speaker according to our but the meaning remains same. So this is the difference between direct and indirect speech. In indirect speech, we change the exact words, but the meaning remains same. So here we can take one example. He said. Now we use that on the place of inverted comma. Then he was fine. He said that he was fine. Now the meaning is same, but we change the construction of the speech according to our own way. So this is the difference between direct and indirect. So my dear students, there are number of rules and regulations when we are going to change direct into indirect and indirect into direct. But first of all, we need to understand the actual construction of the topic or of the sentence which is used in this kind of topic. For example, he said. I am using the same example to make it easier for you to understand. So this is the first part and this is the second part. The first part, we also label it. The first part is called reporting verb and the second part is called reported speech. So we always need to understand it is reporting verb and it is a reported speech, because all the changes are based on these two parts. So now, first of all, we will talk about the changes in the tense. For example, what kind of changes we need to make when we change direct into indirect and indirect into direct. If we okay, first of all, we always keep one thing in mind when reporting verb means first part comes in the shape of present or future tense, there will be no change in the tense of reported speech. So always keep this thing in mind. Whenever a reporting verb comes in the shape of present or future tense, then there is no need to change the tense of the reported speech. Now I am going to give you examples. For example, he says, I am busy. So our reporting verb is present indefinite tense, in the present tense, so we have no need to change the reported speech or the tense of the reported speech. For example, it is in a present, it remains in the present tense. When we change it into indirect, he says that, I change into he always takes is, he is busy. So we change direct into indirect in this way. Now we will take one example of future tense. He will say. For example, the sentence comes in this shape, then the same, there is no need to change the tense of, then it remains, he will say that he is busy. So this is the construction. Okay, now move further where we need to change the tense. When reporting verb comes in the shape of past tense, we need to change the tense of reported speech accordingly. And now I am going to give you the table that how we can change the reported speech if the reporting verb comes in the shape of past tense. Now I am going to give you one example. For example, he said. I am fine. We take the same example. For example, he said, because said is a past tense, past indefinite, so it is a past tense. Now we need to change the tense. That comes on the place of inverted commas. I change into he, am changed to was. Fine. So these are the changes we need to make when our reporting verb is in a past tense. So now I am going to give you table. I also refuse this. Direct, indirect. It means when our reported speech, for example, if it has verb first, it becomes verb second in indirect speech. If we have verb second, it becomes had verb third. If we have is, am, are, it change into was, were. If we have has, have, it change into had. If we have can, it becomes could. If we have may changes into might. If we have will or shall, it change into would. And if we have was or were, it change into had been. So these are the changes we need to understand and we need to keep in mind. So बच्चे, I don't want to make my video long, so these are the rules. In the next video we will apply these rules and we will transform direct into indirect and some indirect into direct. Till then, goodbye, have a nice day.